Hello guys, this is Gavin from Gavin's Club. How are you guys all doing today? And you are probably wondering right now what in the world is going on your desktop. Well, I am going to explain to you a little bit about what is going on right now. So I am going to talk to you about all the programs that I have on my computer. Now I have many different programs now. I have many different programs on my computers that I use for different reasons, but not all of them. And then I use some online programs for different things. So I'm gonna talk about a little bit about each program that I use on my computer. But I'm not gonna go into detail. But then when I make the computer videos, like tutorials, I will talk about all the different programs. Now, I am not a pro at any one. I'm a pro at certain programs on here, but I'm not a pro at certain of them. Some of them I am just learning and learning the trades up and trying to learn, but I'm not a pro. I'm gonna try to learn it and then teach you. So the programs I have on here, there's a lot of different programs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 different programs, not including 1, 2, 3. So I have 20 different programs that I use here and there. I use on my computer, which is all on my hard drive. You don't really need a big heavy-duty computer to run these programs. I'm running a AMD A8, 1.4 gigahertz, 4 gigabytes of RAM, um, 500 gigabytes of hard drive for all these programs. You don't really need a high, heavy-duty PC to run it. I am running a 13, a 23-inch monitor connected to my laptop with a wireless mouse. So let's talk about the different programs I use. Once I talk about them, I'm going to close out so it's a little bit easier. So first thing I'm going to go to is I'm going to go to my web program. Now, the web programs I use are 3 different web programs. But the web browser that I prefer on on all my PCs, on my phones as well, I prefer Google Chrome. Google Chrome is a very good web browser. I think it's the best web browser. Now, you're probably wondering, why don't I use Windows Edge? Well, the reason why I don't use Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer is because Internet Explorer is the #1 web browser that is hacked in the first place, and it's slow. And Microsoft Edge, I understand it is meant for Windows 10, it is meant for Windows 10, but it's not compatible with the stuff I use. Everything I use is Android based. When I use an Android base, everything syncs. So all my bookmarks is gonna go on all my tablets. All my tablets. All these right here, right? I go down, all of them. If I put a bookmark on my phone, it's gonna pop up on my computer, um, mobile bookmark. Now, if I'm reading a page on my computer and I want to finish reading it on my phone, there's a capability. I have an app called Google Chrome to Phone. That's why I prefer my web browser as Google Chrome, and Google Chrome has the most security. Google Chrome, every single tab you open, this has their own security, this has their own security, this has their own security, as well as Google Chrome is also a PDF viewer as well, so it is also a PDF viewer. And whenever I open up my my web browser, I have Gmail, images, everything right here and right here. Okay. Now the online programs that I use Floor Planner. Floor Planner is whenever somebody wants me to help with making furniture. This is a floor planner. You can add as your floor planner, pro, disboard, pricing, blog, gallery, and all that. So I use that for a floor plan. Now, these are web designers. These are web designers, and it's HTML. So I use Weebly for HTML, Weebly, and I also use Wix. I use both of them. The reason why I use both of them is because there's a couple features I like about Wix, and there's a couple features that I like about Weebly. And what I do is I combine them into a one website, one thing as well. So I do that as well. So what I do is Weebly has the ability to download the HTML file. So the website is run off of HTML. This has the ability to download the HTML capability, but Wix does not have the availability to upload HTML, but Weebly does. So then I download the HTML, When I download the HTML, I open up the HTML in this program, Microsoft Visual C++. I copy and paste that HTML, and I upload it right to Weebly. And once I downloaded Weebly, I put it towards GoDaddy as a host. GoDaddy is what hosts it. I go to host GoDaddy, which I get my URLs from, and I go to HostGator to host it. And it's very cheap. Want more information? You can always Google that. But that is the three programs I use online. All the rest of them are all separate, different programs. I'm gonna go to here, Microsoft Visual Plus Plus. This is the HTML. How I explain. Alright, so now I talk about that program for you. Let's talk about this program that's up so we can get away. PS4 Remote Play. This program gives me the availability to play my PS4 on my laptop. So I like that capability. Now we can start from left. We can start from left to right. I kind of have them order. This is Microsoft Word. So whenever I want to make a document, I'm making an essay, I'm making a letter, I type it out, and it's great. Not just that, I have the ability to share with people. Once I save it to the cloud, I have the ability to share it to different Microsoft accounts. So if you have 365, or if you have Office 13 or 16, you are able to edit it. But I also upload this to Google Drive too. So if you have Google Drive, you can also edit it. But I like Microsoft Office better than Google Drive. I think there's more features available. The sharing documents, editing documents is sort of the same, but I do think Google Docs is better. So there's some things I like about Google Docs better than I like this, but mostly I use it for this, and then I can share it through people. So if you have the same as that program as me, and you have the same as that account, give me the email, and we can all edit through it. It's a great different thing. So I do that for my documents, my letter. I use PowerPoint whenever I'm making a PowerPoint presentation to show if you're in school, you have to show it in class or that. I like to use PowerPoint. Now PowerPoint has a lot of different capabilities you can do. Google Slides is okay, but there's not a lot of customization that you can do like you can do with PowerPoint. Same thing. And what I like about this, I use that as well. I also use Excel whenever I make an Excel file. Um, there's so and this Excel file I can create a blank one. And what I like about Excel is I can create my own Excel file, spreadsheet, and give it to people. So a lot of when I work with data, I use a lot of Excel files when I work with data. Because I think working with data is key through Excel, and Excel, just like PowerPoint, Microsoft Office, and all of them, they have templates for you. And there's so many different kinds of templates, different category templates. There's so many different templates. Um, I can actually show, you have inventory lists, so many different templates you can get, and there's so many different categories. You can have calendar and all of them. I understand Google Docs has them, but there's not many um, layouts. There's not many templates that you would use, and there's not categories. So I think Office is a very neat capability, and this is capabilities through 13 and 16. So I use that for that. Going down to the left, I have Photoshop right here with a. Let me just open it. I have Photoshop, so whenever I'm working with photos and I want to like Photoshop it and do a couple things, I use Photoshop. This is not the top of the line Photoshop. I don't have the whole Adobe collection thing because the reason why I don't have it is I don't like every single one of them programs. I like the only program I really like is Photoshop. I use it. I don't use it. I am using the CS5 version of Photoshop, which I like it. And I downloaded it through a torrent website, which I'll make a video on how you can download torrents and the way that your provider cannot track you by using a program out there, another free program. So I use that program for all my photos and all that. JPEG and Photoshop works with a lot of different things as well. Now, let's talk about photos and all that before I go to the next category. Let's talk about, um, yeah. So whenever I use a photo, for instance, let's go to camera rolling. A lot of these photos, I took a lot of these different photos, believe it or not, yesterday. This is a photo that I took a couple days ago. My sister at cheerleading competition. And the program that I use to open my photos is a program that is built right into Windows 10. Um, Not phone photos. Built right in to your photos. Um, it's a great different program, and it's built right in to it. So I like it a lot because it's a free program, and I like to use it. Yeah, there's so many different ones you can open it with. 3D Builder, Adobe Photoshop Movie, Photo Gallery. But I think that the photo apps that is on Windows 10 is actually very good at viewing photos. I think I think Windows 10 did a great job of doing the viewing photos app capability for your Windows PC. So, um, I really thought that they did a great job, and keep it up. and let's keep doing it. Alright, now moving on from photos, how I open my photos, I open it through the Windows 10 app, Photos. When I open up, now let's talk about music. Whenever I open up my music file, I am using Windows Media Player. Windows Media Player gives me a lot of capability when I use Android phone. When I use an Android phone, Windows Media Player comes in such a handy. It's so easy to sync up your photo, burn DVDs if you have a DVD burner, which I do. Easy to burn DVDs, easy to put music on your phone through Windows Media Player. So all my MP3 files are through Windows Media Player. Windows Media Player. They are great. That's why I recommend Windows Media Player whenever you work with any music file to listen. Windows Media Player is a great music player. But Windows Media Player is not the best video player. I do not. Now, let's close that out. When I play my videos on this, I do not like playing my videos through Windows Media Player because there are not many options that I can get. There's not many options for Windows Media Player when you work with MP4. Not just that, in Windows Media Player does not only supports three type of file, MP3s, MP4, and AVI. All the other types of files, LF, FLS, all the kind of different kinds of files, Windows Media Player does not support. And because it doesn't support it, I don't like it. So I use VLC Media Player. VLC Media Player is what I use for all my videos. Any videos that I have on my computer, from my camera, from my phone, to whatever kinds of videos that I have, I view it through Windows Media Player. And what I like about Windows VLC Media Player is that it supports most any type of video file. Any video files mostly will support VLC. Not many support Windows Media Player, which why I don't use it. Windows Media Player supports a lot of music formats, not a lot of video. This supports a lot of video, but not many. So I use two different apps for two different things. You're probably saying, why don't we just use one app? Because I like certain features on certain apps better than others. So that's why I use them. Okay. When you take a video, sometimes you like to edit your videos. Sometimes you like to edit your video. So I am using two different video editors, and you're probably wondering, why do I use two different video editors? Well, I am using Windows Movie Maker because Windows Movie Maker has a capability to load videos from YouTube into it, from Facebook, from OneDrive, from all different kinds of source of Windows. Supports a lot of different, supports MP4, AVI, but does not support any other video besides that type of video. So it doesn't really support that many video formats. So, but it has a lot of different features that I like, but a lot of features that I don't like. So that's why I use Windows Movie Maker. So whenever I'm working with a video from Facebook, YouTube, out, OneDrive, any that MP4s and AVI videos, I put it through Windows Media Player, Windows Movie Maker, and whenever I save it as an MP4. Then I save it as an MP4 file, and then a lot of my, and then what I do is I use Wondershare Video Editor, which has a lot of different capabilities and that I can do with editing, a lot of different editing capabilities that I use for that. And whenever I'm working with any different files that I'm working with besides MP4 or AVI, I put through this first. Okay? And if I need some features from Windows Media Player, I then download it through the MP4. So I use both of these video editors. The reason why I use both of the video editors is because some of the features I like about this program I can't get on this program. So I combine both the features and I make a fantastic video. That's why I use both of them. Alright. So now we talked about video. Okay. Now we talk about video, music, video, viewing. Let's talk about some of the other apps I use. This is a PDF editor. So if you work with a lot of PDFs, like let's say you're in college and you like to scan your book. You like to scan your book into a scanner or PDFs online. And you like to edit the PDF, this is a great PDF editor. And you can also convert it into Word, PowerPoint, as well as to Excel. So any PDF you can convert into them type of format. Once I take them type of formats, I can then upload it to whatever I like into a Word document. So this is a great PDF viewer, a great PDF editor. This is mostly a best PDF editor than anything. That's why I use this program. Now I understand I should have used this, talked about this program in there, but that's why. Okay. The next app we're going to talk about is this little app it's called Free YouTube Downloader. What I like about this is I can download any video into either an MP3 file, MP4, or AVI file and download it in very good quality video. Now I should have talked about that when I was talking about the editor and all that stuff, but I use this to download all my videos off of YouTube. All my music is done through this. I paste the video URL and do it. I download it as a MP3, and then I open it with Windows Media Player. So this YouTube downloader is a great source that I use for a great of different stuff. I really like it. Alright. Next app. We already talked about this program, Notepad++. This program is a program that I just downloaded today and started using. This is called Style Builder. This is for 3D. So if you have a 3D printer, this is a free program made from Google. It's called, it's called SketchUp. This is a program built into SketchUp for different multi-things. So I am going to try this program, and I'm going to try to make some cool 3D images. And there's a 3D printer that I could use at school, so I might just work with some 3D printing. Where you need to go? Did you tell him? No. And this is also SketchUp. This is also another 3D printer. You can sketch a lot of different stuff up. And with this program I use, this is Google Earth. So whenever I'm looking for like a destination where I want to look, oh, how does Florida look? How does anything look? I use Google Earth, and that's a great program for me as well. This program here is called OBS. This is how I'm actually recording the background. Going over to this is called Solo 6. Now Solo 6 has so many different kinds of programs that I have. co-writer, draft builder, and helps you with schoolwork for special education. And then lastly but not least, well, one of the lastly not least, when you're working with a lot of stuff, you like to print stuff. So I am using a HP 87010 printer, all-in-one PC printer, which I have both the programs right here, which is great. And lastly but not least, this is the last program I'll talk about. It's called Type to Learn. This is a typing program, so instead of me typing one thing at a time, I can learn how to type fast. So thank you guys for listening to me. This is Gavin from Gavin's Club. Um, I'm gonna make more videos going into more depth of all the programs that of the programs I use. I know I talk about all a bunch of programs, 20 different programs on my computer, but in the next video I will focus on one program at a time and show you